Hello guys, this is Arunav and welcome to The Bro Thing. And after my last video, I got a lot of texts from you guys sharing your struggles due to lack of motivation and willpower. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to free yourself from the crutches of negative patterns that are holding you back. So if you're struggling, with the lack of motivation or willpower, make sure you watch this video till the end, because first I'll help you understand why you are in this situation, and then I'll share a simple two-step solution to get out of it, and an amazing free tool that will help you reclaim your life. Now, during uncertain times like this, when things are not going according to plan, it's very easy to lose focus and slack off, blaming it all on the situation and on our environment. But the reality is, what you do in times like this is what defines you. And someone has rightly said, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So let's get right into the video and break free from the sins of procrastination. Now, the first thing you want to do to get back in the momentum is to understand that you are a product of your environment. And one thing all these successful personalities have in common is that they create the environment. They do more to the environment and create the routines around them. And they keep pushing towards their goal even during the tough times. Now, ever since you were a kid, you have lived on routines, right? Going to school, doing your homework, playtime in the evening, and so on. As you grow up, the school changes to a job, maybe a college, but the sense of routine is always there. So you have to understand that we're creatures of routine and habits. And in times like this, when we don't have any routines, it's very easy to fall into depression and feel lost in life. Now, what you need to do is hold yourself completely responsible for all your actions and total ownership of each and everything that happens to you. Now, this will definitely feel overwhelming in the start to take the blame for your own situation when it's easy, to blame anything on the external world or anyone else. But this will also give you immense power and control over your life. And you are the actor, director, and producer of the movie that is your life. And you make it look however you want it to look. Now, you also need to understand the difference between short-term gratification and long-term gratification. So short-term gratification is when things in the short term, give you pleasure, but are harmful in the long term, like being addicted to junk food, mindless entertainment, alcohol dependency, or drug dependency. Now, in short term, they'll feel like an amazing escape because they are an instant spike to your dopamine levels. And in times like this, when you're not accountable, you're all by yourself, it's very important not to fall prey to short-term gratification because it can really mess up your life. So make sure you treat your body as your temple. And what I mean is, have some healthy boundaries for yourself. See what kind of information, see what kind of knowledge you're consuming, see what kind of food you're eating, and so on. Also, nurture the right kind of beliefs in your mind. Now, treat yourself as your own country, guys. Each country has some, rules and laws it is governed by. Similarly, have healthy boundaries for yourself, for your families, for your friends. And lastly, make sure you keep away from all the addictions. Now you've understood what things you have to start avoiding. So let's talk about what you really need to do to boost your progress. Now, the first thing is starting your day right. And it is really important to start your day right because your morning will determine what kind of a day you're going to have. And most of us, when we wake up, we are checking our phones, we're checking our emails and our WhatsApp, and it is a waste of so much time. Never do that. Rather, follow a morning routine and spend the first hour of the day in a way that allows you to be energetic throughout the day. A simple morning routine that I follow, which is recommended to all of you and is followed by Robin Sharma as well, is, what I do is I divide my first hour after waking up into 20-minute segments. The first 20 minutes, it's really simple. I wake up and it's a physical workout, right? Maybe I'm going out to jog. The second 20 minutes is I'm focusing on my mind, so I'm reading a book. And the third 20 minutes is where I visualize myself being successful and executing the day tasks and completing everything that I have. And that visualization really helps me remind myself how great I'll feel when all the tasks are done, that I have the energy and the motivation to work. So I also make sure to make my own bed as before I do anything else because it gets me in the mindset of getting things done right at the start. Now, making your own bed, arranging your work table, might feel irrelevant a little bit, but these are the tasks that will help you get in the right frame of mind. Now, before I get into step 2, I would really appreciate if you guys can smash that subscribe button because it's not really going to cost you anything, but it'll be a huge motivating factor for me and my team to provide you this excellent content. Now, once you start your day on a right note, it's very important to carry that momentum into a routine that takes your motivation into an upward spiral. So make sure that you use that momentum and the morning motivation to eat the frog, as Brian Tracy says. Now, this simply means doing the toughest task first, because once you're done with the big task, everything else is going to be downhill from there. Now, there are many tools that can help you create a routine, but what I've realized is the more tools you have, the more time you waste on learning them and coordinating between them. I was recently introduced to this one amazing tool called Notion, and this is not a paid promotion. My team and I really love this tool, and you should try it too. Now, that one tool takes care of all my personal and professional needs, like my scheduling, workflows, writing YouTube scripts, and even task lists. And it also has a personal calendar and a journal where I pen down my thoughts and my ideas. Now, use such a tool and start with a very simple daily morning routine with a very few tasks so you don't get overwhelmed. Then keep on adding tasks and increasing the intensity of the routine to a level that suits you. Now, another few things that can really help you relieve a lot of stress are organizing and cleaning your room or your computer. Because if your surroundings are clutter-free, so will be your mind. Now, if you're a fan of big personalities like Gary Vee and Tony Robbins, also make sure you check out my Instagram, because we have a carousel series where I personally break down these famous personalities and tell you what you can learn from them. So I hope you found this video helpful, and do hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to watch this video. This is Arunav. Until next time.